Hello, Spellmender here for the first video in a series of guides we have planned for Valheim. Today we'll be talking about weapon damage, which is probably the most fundamental concept there is, but it still seems to be shrouded in some confusion. Most weapons have a single damage value listed here. Here we have the type of damage being dealt, the damage base value, and the damage range. The base damage value for my stone axe is 15, but as you can see, I'm not dealing anywhere near that much damage. I'm actually dealing a range of damage that takes my current skill level into account. In a future video, I'll go more into depth on how this damage range is calculated, but a good rule of thumb is that the base damage value is what you could get at max skill level. For weapons that have multiple damage types, both effects are applied. If you combine these two damage types on the knife, this is what you'd expect to see in combat. This might look abysmal compared to the axe, but the backstab bonus would more than make up for it. More on that in a future video. Bows and arrows have their own separate base damage, which we add together just like we did with the knife. Even though by itself the crude bow's max damage is 12 at my skill level, you can see some of these shots landing upwards of 24 damage with a wooden arrow. The combined minimum is still enough to take out most wild game in a single hit. Some damage types add a debuff that deals damage over time rather than all at once. A quick and easy example is the torch, which has a fire damage value of 15. Given that my skill level is practically 0, my minimum fire damage would be 3. Notice though that I'm falling way short of that with each of my swings. That's because the damage I'm doing initially is just my blunt damage. The fire damage occurs over a period of 5 seconds. You can see here that this Draugr is burned for 0.8 damage each second. So my total fire damage was actually 4, it's just divided into those 5 seconds. If you do fire damage to them when they're already lit, it'll burn for another 5 seconds with whichever damage value is higher. Poison and spirit damage are similar with a few differences. If you care about the math, the duration of poison damage is roughly the square root of the total, while spirit damage is divided 6 times over 3 seconds. It's also worth noting that frost and lightning damage happen instantly, but do leave a lingering effect. I've been Spellmender, and thanks for watching. Feel free to ask questions in the comments below, and we'll be sure to answer them in our next guide video. Consider checking out our Let's Play series, and be sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and keep those bees happy.